Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I've taken you across about HTML and some basics of CSS, and in this video, I'll actually be doing justice to CSS itself. I'll make sure this actual project we're using this tutorial is getting completed on CSS. Okay, so let's just go over what we've done in the previous section. So here is what we have over time. Just a navbar on top over here, and a simple text div over here. I think this is everything over the div, and then an image. Okay, so here we're going to style all of our components and make it very arranged, so to look pleasant to users. So I will take all of this away since they were just for to explain. So take that away, and then start by styling the general components. We take all, like, as soon as we use this star mark, it selects all selects all the particular components in the HTML files itself, wherever files the style.css is linked into. So this star is for general, so it's applicable to all of the components or elements. Okay, so first off, we're going to use padding. Padding is going to be 0. Okay, so what padding does is it actually gives a space before. It can actually give a space in that same components. Okay, I'll make an example right now. Let me take this body for instance now, change this to body, and I set it to background of, let's say, aqua, so it's more visible. So by the time I set the pattern to be 100 pixel. So here we have multiple measurements, just as we have in real life. In real life, we have centimeter, we have feet. Yeah, there's centimeter over here, and there's pixel, and there's also PAC. There's PC. There are various one. There's REM. As soon as you get into it, you know which one you actually want to use. But basically, I make use of pixel. Okay, so back to here. Let's check this out. So refresh this. So as you can see, this is the body itself. So actually this is the body itself, and I don't know, I keep canceling. Okay, so this is the body itself, and as you can see, it's having a border over here. It's having a padding. It's having a padding over here. This padding measurement is actually 100 pixels. So yeah, it is giving a space in that component. I said it to have a padding in it. Okay, but it's not the same for margin. So margin is this way. Margin gives a space outside the component itself. So margin 100 pixels, you are expected to see a white space before the blue starts, because the blue is actually the body, and I set it to be a background of aqua. So okay, sorry, let me change the component to something else. Since the body is usually was going to get showed in the visible part of the page, so let me just put it to nav, and let me comment this first. So if you're actually wondering how I did that, it's just Ctrl//. Okay, so here we're meant to have the navbar background of aqua, and that's what we have here, and it has a padding of 100 pixels all around its edges. So here we have 100 pixels, 100 pixels, 100 pixels. There'll be 100 pixels around this area also. So now let's go down and actually uncomment this margin. I just did it the same way the way I commented it, which is Ctrl//. So here we're expected to have a white space, and so as you can see now, it has a white space. So margin is meant to work outside the component, while padding is meant to work within. I hope you guys understand that. So if you want to set it to a specific area, we have margin top, margin left, margin bottom, and also there is the same way I have padding top, padding left, padding bottom. Okay, so back to the main stuff, back to the start stuff, and yeah, I'm going to set the padding to 0. I don't want a default padding. Whenever I want a padding, I'll set it myself. Okay, so padding 0, and margin also 0. So box type, box size, border box. Okay, so this is meant to set a specific height and width of it. So you're setting it to be exactly this color, the same width of whatever device you own. So that's what it does. Okay, and so if you go back here, you will see actually no effect in it, but trust me, it has done what it can do already. So here we have it. You notice before, I don't think this image was actually clipping to the right edge of it, this edge. Let me comment this and check that out. I don't know, I'm not sure, so but let's check it out. Okay, let's not waste much of our time. But we see there are some spaces over here. Let's just continue with this and go along with the tutorial itself. Okay, so if you notice now, the home section at the top over here, it's already clipping to the right edge. There's no padding to any sheet anymore. Sorry for cursing. And now we need to style in next components that we think is just style arranged. I'm styling according to how I did the HTML also. So I think the next component that I'm styling is the body itself. So let's set the body. So if you have a particular background you want your body to be, I'm just going to make it white. I'm not going to change anything. Let me just leave it white. I'm not going to change anything. Let me just put it black to make a change in it. Okay, background black. So just where we have black, there's a RGB where you can put it. This is what most developers use, but it's actually easy. You actually don't know the stuff next. And so RGB, this is for black. And if you actually just want to use you want it to make it transparent, you have to set it as RGBA. So let me just include that RGBA, and then after this third comma, which after the third 0, which is for the color, then you actually put your level of opacity you want it to be. So I'm just going to put 0.5 to let you see what it looks like. So here we're going to have a semi-black, a black but a transparent black. Okay, so as you can see, it's transparent to have the white background, which is the default background over there. So now I'm just going to remove out this 0.5 and the E also. So we're expecting to have a total black background. Okay, the text will not be visible, that for sure, since it's black also. So there we have it. And okay, that's what we have over there. And let's go on with the video. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to set each and everything in this body should be set as so yeah, display flex. Okay, so what display flex do is just to arrange the position of each component in it. So currently everything will be set to as it is, everything will be set in a row aspect. So this and this, if I refresh it, is expected to go this way. Okay, it has done that itself. So as you can see, this is a navbar, and then the text, because I think this and this text and this image is in the same div, so that's why it's looking this way. That's why it's still in a column specification, a column position. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and flex. Actually, I don't want it to be what's it called? I don't want it to be in a row position. I want it to be column. So it is going to be the navbar at the top, then you have the other elements below. So I'm going to have flex direction. So yeah, it will be specified on what direction we want. As you can see, we have column, we have column reverse. If I use column reverse, you're going to start from the the text and image first, element first, then the navbar will be below, but that's not what we want. So we're going to make use of this column this way. Okay, then just the way I have column, we have row also, because sometimes you actually need to specify you want row because you've actually done that before as a column. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be column, and then justify contents. It's going to be center. So I want all of my content to be in the center. I don't want them to be in the left or right. If I actually want them to be in the left or right, I can actually let me just put this to center first, and then we'll actually compare it. So the other stuff we can change it to. Okay. So I can actually not see the effects right now because it is not totally arranged. Everything is not totally arranged. But later on in the video, I will ensure to come back to this and show you the difference. Okay, so let's just go on with this. Align items is going to be center also. So there's that about this, and then navbar. So since it's just set to nav, so the same thing. Let me get the elements. So I'm just going to split my screen for the VS Code, so I will not just be going around from HTML to this CSS. Okay, so it's going to be here, and now I can see whatever I'm doing over here. I'll be getting rid of this on ordered list because it's actually in a parent component already, which is just the on ordered, which is just a navbar. So I'm taking got rid of that. So I'm strictly going to address from the navbar then to the list, then the anchor elements. So yeah. So yeah, I want the navbar, I want it to be specified in the middle. I want all of its elements to be at the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to do nav, then width is going to be 100%. So what this 100% mean is actually whatever width this is parents, whatever width its parents have correctly for it, apart from the padding. If I set this body to have a certain amount of padding, the width will only be the remaining space apart from that padding. So whatever it is, that's what this is going to have. So yeah, the parents component is going to be the body. So whatever with the body is having correctly, there's not meant to be any padding. Yes, it's going to have the same on 800 v width. So is the accurate size of the screen. Okay, so yeah, in this navbar, I'm just going to set this to 100%, and then display just like I did over there. I'm just going to make it a flex. That apart from flex, the other stuff you could use block. You can use as much as you want that over there, but I'm just going to make use of this flex. Okay, so display flex, align items, you can sell it once before anyone, then justify content to be center also. So I'm going to set this background. The background should be I think let me set it to be gray. No, not this. I'm just setting myself over here. So let's check this out over here. So this is what we're having currently, and that's because of this image itself. So I will address this image immediately by reducing its size, but that's not going to be the size because I actually don't know what particular size I'm going to make use of. So you'll actually get to that part. So target the image is just going to be img, and okay, sorry, don't just get this complicated. Just okay, so let's turn this off. Okay, so this is what we have in here currently. I'm not satisfied with this grace. I'm going to make a change in it. But as you can see here, this is actually in the center, and let me just make this visible so you guys can understand properly. So I'm going to change this to black also. And so yeah, over here I'm just going to change the list type. So well, let me just leave this over here, but let me explain this. So if you can see at the top over this aspect here, you can see the list type is having these bullets type. Okay, but I actually don't know on that, so I'm just going to change the color of this stuff first so it can be visible to everyone. So color is going to put white since the background is that way. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so as you can see, the only stuff that changed here is the list type color, and as you can see, I don't want these bullets mark over here, and also this anchor text anchor element decoration, this link decoration, I don't want it also. As you can see, it's having this pink purplish link color, and also as the home, so it's having a bluish color also. But I'm not having that in my space, so I'm going to remove that. For generally, if I want that particular style, I will set it to be that way. So I'm going to change this list style as a none. Just like you might be guessing, I have different type of this guy. It's not just the bullets type, and also the text decoration is going to change out the link stuff. We have different types, so I'm just going to put it to none. So yeah, if we go back here, we'll not be finding that this bullet anymore. So I'll refresh this. So see about the bullets. Okay, as you can see, it's down underlying stuff has left the link already, and if you see, it also did the same thing to this because I actually set it in the general space, in general block space. Okay, block of code. So yeah, this is where I'm going to change everything over here. So I'm going to take this away or just leave it alone. And since I have no business with the list anymore, what I need to style itself is actually the core element. So I'm going to put this, okay, and then set this back. This way we're going to find out that the color has changed since I'm already targeting the real end elements. The real elements here is the core elements. Okay, so as you can see, everything is white, but now I actually need to give it some spacing. It's not looking cool and calm, and give it some padding at the top to make it look good. Okay, so I'm gonna set first of all, for the padding, I want to set each. I can say I want to set each element to have its own padding, and the spacing will be there also. Let's say each of them is having a padding of 16 pixels. Okay, and font family. So font family, this is a way you can actually set whatever fonts you want. So font family is the keyword, and the value is what it's going to be after. Okay, so let's make use of this. Okay, so I think this is meant to work out fine. And also, yeah, there's something called font size. So font size is to, just like you've guessed, is to actually help you determine whatever size you need to set it to. So I'm just going to be using of 17 pixel. So let's just go over there and check what's going on. Yeah, so this is what we have currently. It has a padding to the sides of 15 pixel, but still I actually do not like this. So I'm going to change this to something else. We can actually make use of the padding, but I'm not going to make use of that. So it should just be over there. And also I think I'm going to make use of pop-ins for the rest of the projects. the rest of the fonts. So I'm going to add it over here. So every element is having the font family of pop-ins also. So, and this pop-ins, then this command stands for if the pop-ins is not actually existing in my local system, then it should actually run sans serif. Every system is created to have sans serif. So here we have sans serif or pop-ins or sans serif. Okay. So back to this bottom here, this navbar. So we're going to have a gap. It's something called gap. So a gap will give a space within the elements of okay, the gap is not going to work over here, but if I was actually making use of this list directly, this gap is just going to so I think I'll be making use of that. Okay, it's going to work. Okay. So a gap is going to give each element, it's going to give space within each element, within two elements. I mean, within these two elements, this list and this list, it will give a specific gap that I input over here. So you have to put 20 pixels or 15. I'm just 20 pixels and let's see it out. If it's not enough, we're going to change. So, but note, this gap would not work if I have not set this display to be flex. So you need to set this up to a particular type you want it to be. But after that, then you can actually go on with the gap. Okay. So let's see what I have over here. Okay, so it became smaller because what we're having before between these two was 30, because 15 for each. 15 times 2 is going to give us 30 pixels. So if we're actually the most person, it's going to go over 30. So I'm going to give it a gap of 40. So here we're going to have enough space this way, and also I'll be treating the spacing at the top now. So if you actually have what I'm doing correctly, you will see everything over here is being centralized. Okay, so we're going to do this and set this to have a pattern itself. So the pattern should be 20 pixels at first. If it is not enough, you can always come back to change whatever you need. And I'll be changing this to have a border, so I can bottom, so I can see where it's actually getting to. So a border works this way: you set the size you want it to be first. So I think the most visible aspect is starting from 1 pixel, but basically you're going to make use of 2 pixels the most honestly. So I'm making use of 2 pixels, and also after that you're going to write solid, to make sure what color you're going to put in shows. Okay, so solid, and then set in whatever color you want it to be. So I'm going to set this to be gray, and just make a load switch. I don't know if that's okay. Okay, so I think this is good to go for the navbar for now, and come back to other stuff. So now I'm going to be styling the rest of this. You can work with this for the navbar, and then we're going to work for the main components. Yeah, so let's go with the main. So this is the main over here, like you have over here, and then just go over here and start the main first. So the main will have the text and the image. So how do I want it to be? I want it to be in a rows format. We're going to have the text on the left and the image on the right. Okay, so I'm going to set this to be display, flex, and then align items, center. Yeah, let me just put that with first. Justify item, justify content, I mean, so be space between. Okay, so yes, just what we'll have it to be center. So once I set it to be center, it's going to be having just the way this navbar are centralized. But what if I actually set it to be same, just as we have this space between so let me put it over here so you can see what it looks like. see it just gets spaced out within the old elements. So as you can see, it gets spaced out between the old elements. So I want this to be is just having a space out between here and here. I don't want it to be in the central over here. So I'm going to undo this back to the previous one and over to this space between. Okay, so I'm going to set this width because I don't see it's changed. Okay, because you can see it did not change over here. I'm going to set this width to be 100%. So if I can see what I'm doing, so width 100%, and also I want a padding because I need to give a space before the actual end of the screen. Okay, so I'll be setting a padding in the next thing. So I'm setting a padding of 100 pixels since that's what is logical to me right now. 100 pixel, and then let's check this. I know I keep with going back to the website so you guys can actually see what is going on and not get lost in the way. So yeah, this is what we have currently. So now I'll be specified on how styling this right now. I think I'm going to make a tweak with this. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make this look better. So make let me know some description. Okay, work of AI, and then just put it this way. And so just put it back to here. So I don't care how large this one will be. So this is what we have here. So whatever spacing this thing actually needs, the text actually need, it is not going to get bigger than the space aligned to it. Okay, so as you can see, it is managing the space of this total area. So yeah, I'm going to set, when I'm styling this, I'm going to set this width to a particular place so it won't get beyond its specific space assigned to it. Okay, so now I'm going to style the text. Okay, so this is going to be display also of flex and justify content. I think I will let it be on the stats, or I can either use stats or I can use left. So this is what stats is. Stats is just making it start from the left side, not it be centralized. I can set this to be centralized, but it's going to be that way. So let me just set this to stats. Items also, align items going to be start also. So let's just see what we pick up from here. So if you look in the total height over here, actually I haven't set the width, so the width should be 50 percentage. So that's it. So you have half of the screen also. So so next we have half of the screen. Okay, yeah, that's what I have currently. So yeah, I think this is set to be in row currently. So I'm going to specify what type of flex do I want. So flex direction, column. Cool. So this is set to be at the start area. So it's starting from the left, not it's being centralized. If I set this to be centralized now, if I set this to be centralized center, it is expected to have come to the middle, all of it to come to the middle of the specific code assigned to it. Okay, as you can see, it is assigned to the center of everything. So as you can see, this is defty blah 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 blah. Everything is being centralized, but actually that's not what we want. So we want it to be on the left aspect. Okay. For this also, if you actually just comment this out, you see it's work also. This is meant to I didn't set the height for this particular element, but I didn't I set an height for this. It's going to start from the top over here, but I'm not setting an height to it. I don't need to do that. Okay. So just going to do this alone, and I'm going to set it as left this time around, so you can see it actually works the same way as setting it as left. It's actually not change, no difference, because this is actually the default aspect of it. So let us style the other aspect of this particular element. So text that h1. So this text is the parent element, while the h1 is a child element in this particular div with this text element. So we're going to be targeting it. We're going to like, okay, from the parent to the child, and if this child also is a parent, then you can actually target its own child also through it. Okay, happy get. And in the next one, I'm going to be targeting the paragraph tag. I will also be showing a shortcut on how to do that. So then go on each one. So yeah, I'm going to change the color to be white. I'm going to do that to be for a general purpose also, since most of the elements I'm going to work on is going to be on a black background, so it's going to be on white. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to be excuse me. So yeah, I'm just going to be changing the size of what I want. So font size, I'll set this to be 40 pixel. That's not so much. And also there's something called font weight. Is meant to determine how thick the font will actually be. So I have 100 to 900, and the 900 is actually 900 is actually bold and extra bold. Okay, we have bold in 900, then we have bold, bolder, and lighter. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to pick 700 is basically the normal one, and then we can actually fit him around 800. Okay, so why this not done, just refresh this. So we have this. I think this is okay. I am Deftifer, and I think it's a little bit small. So just book it 50. Okay, so I think this is okay. And so now I'm just going to make this this paragraph aspects a little bit more organized. So yeah, I'm going to show you the shortcut. Like I said, I'm going to. So this is just to target whatever project, whatever component is inside. It's going to be paragraph. Okay. Is that it? Oh, sorry, that's for HTML. So yeah, I'm just going to. There is meant to be a shortcut for this. You see. Anyway, let's just go on with the video, so we don't want to take much of our time. And then P, yeah, can actually target it with the period sign, then write paragraph. I'm just going to make use of P, since I think that's the only elements of paragraph in this particular div of text. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to set this to be font size 14 pixel, 13 pixel. And well, that's just it. So that's just it. And also for the button, is going to be the text of, and it's is that L? Yeah, L. Okay, so let's just set this to the background of white. Background white, and border of it's a pixel. It's solid gray. Okay. And let's set it to pixel solid gray. And then what else? padding to be also 10 pixel and then 20 pixel. So I think this 10 pixel stands for 10 pixel for the left, for the top and bottom, and 20 pixel for the sides. Okay, let's check that if that's correct. And this seems to be an issue over here. Okay, there's an actual button tag over here. I'm going to make eradicate this also, because there's actually no need of it since I'm setting the LA itself already. And let's stop this. I don't know why it's okay. Oh. I think the thing here is that it's actually acting up because of the particular width I set the parent tag to be, which is the text, and the text at 50%. So it actually wants to occupy the whole 50%, the whole 100% its car. So I'm just going to set this to have a specific width and get rid of this padding now. So, but anyway, I think the padding is actually correct. Let me try to visualize text by changing the color. So the text color, so the color should be black this time. So I think the text actually work here. It is correct. The 10 is for the top and bottom, while the 20 is for the sides. Okay, so as you can see over here, so as you can see over here, you have the 20 pixels over here, and there's a little bit, you can see the padding top is a little bit smaller than the sides on. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this since it's not going to work out here, since I need to set the width specifically. So it needs, I'm just going to set this to 120 pixel and the height of 40 pixel. So let's see. So yeah, this is what we have over here, and I think I'll need to set that same stuff for again. So I'm going to come over here and just copy this, paste over the bottom, and then center, and then here over center. So this way the text that is actually getting specified at a particular edge is going to be centralized. Okay, so that's what we have over there, and I'm just going to go on, and yeah, I'm going to get rid of this border. I don't need it, and also the text actually need the gap. I think everything is being combusted with each other. There's not pretty space for each element, so I'm just going to give this a gap of, let's say, that's pixel. I hope that's not too much. And then there's something called border radius. So border radius is meant to give your elements a specific amount of curve. Okay, so border radius, so you can actually set a border radius for a particular edge, maybe like the bottom and the border left bottom or border left top. So it depends on, you could just say border left, but yeah, I'm just going to shoot for the border radius itself. So on the border radius, I just wanted to have a 4 pixel. I think 4 pixel is okay, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's go over here and check what we have. So this is what we have currently, and here I'm going to change this to a little bigger, and as you can see, let me zoom in so you can see. Look at the border radius over here, it's getting this a little bit curvy, and it is not just having a sharp edge. Okay, So this is it, having a sharp edge. Actually, I don't want that, so I'm going to undo this. And at the same time, increase the size to 7 pixels. Okay. And refresh. So this is what we have currently. And what I'm going to be doing now is to show you what is called the over effect. Okay. So the over effect works this way, that whenever a user actually over on a particular element that have an over effect, it is expected to have some type of changes in it. Okay, so let me just do for this. So it's going to be this way. I will start by purchasing that same element and then go with a colon mark and then just put in over. So as you can see, there are multiple effects that you can work with, but here we're talking about over effects. So whenever this particular item gets over on top, so to over just means like to have your mouse on top of it, not like you've clicked on it, and it doesn't really work on mobile devices since there's not a mouse controller or something you can use to actually hover on top or drop your particular cursor on it. So here we're just going to have a background, just a little bit change in it. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same background that I used over there. I'll set this to be, let's say, gray. Yeah, let us set this to be gray and just come and see what is going to change. So I'll refresh this. So okay, it's working already. So this is the over effect, but just like you see, it's not going in smooth. So I want something that's going to transit into it, that's going to get animated into it. So there's something also called transition. So transition is going to come below here in this core elements. Transition. Then at first you state how long you want it to be, how long you want the transition to happen. So I'm going to be 3 seconds. So 3 seconds works. I want it to ease in and ease out. Okay, so if I'm to refresh this, the transition, there's going to be a particular transition between when I actually over on it and by the time I actually leave the elements. Okay, so as you can see, it is not being too sharp anymore. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing also for this core elements at the top also. So I'll just copy all of this. Okay, so I'm going to change, instead of background, it's going to be text this time around. Text and those elements. So this is what I need. So it's going to be color. I don't know if you're saying text that. And yeah, so that's basically it for this. And we can actually just go back to the project, and by the time you actually over on the element again, it's going to have that certain effects. That's not loaded yet. So as you can see, so this make our website a little bit smoother. Okay, so there's also something called smooth scroll mode or smooth, but actually we're not going to use that because the home page here is short. Is where we're actually having a long page. That's when it's going to be something that's going to be noticeable. For now, all we have to do is to go on this. So I think this text section is actually okay already. So let's go on and change this image to be a proper element itself. So that's here we're going to set this to the text of this, and here we have let me change this to 400 and move this 550. Let's see if that's okay. is the overview is still there. Oh. The width should be 50 percentage also of whatever is happening over there. But let's remove the heights. I don't need to be specified about the heights. So what's gonna overflow hidden? Why is it? Oh, so it's meant to be main and not text. Okay, sorry about that mistake. So let's just set this way. So still expecting to reload. Okay, I see it's getting a little bit bigger. The height is too big, so I'm just going to set a specific height for it also. A height of let's say 450. No, let's say 500, and I'll set this width to also to be specific one of 300. So for inputs also. So okay, so it seems a little bit small. So I set this to 400, and this to be 500 still. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. Mode. Okay, I think it has loaded already. So this is what we're having. Okay, so that this is what we're having for this particular size. So remember, we just set only its container to be 400 and the height should be 500, but we've not set the image itself to be a particular stuff. So I'm going to do main.image, and then the image tag itself, target it, and I'm going to just set the weight to 100% of whatever the parent element is. So it shouldn't just be a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger. I'm not setting it height to it, whatever height it's having. Okay, I think I just set, and I think I'm meant to set with the height instead of the width. Then says the width is actually the height is actually getting smaller. So this way it's expected to get longer and fill the whole container. Okay, that's done that. But actually I feel like it's not centralized, so do the same thing over here. Then display, flex, justify, content sensor, align item, then it should be center also. And also I would like it to not be a sharp edge, so I need to do the border radius also. Border radius should be, let's say, 6 pixels. This is sensible. Done. Let's see. So this is what we have for the home page, and this is what we have for the main section. Now I will be treating it to be the border to the footer section now. So for the footer, it's just going to be very simple stuff. It's not something sick. So yeah, this here is the footer over here. So it's meant to be display, flex, justify content space between, and then adding should be 100 pixels also, and then perhaps width height should be 100%. I haven't set the align items, so align items I need it to be aligned to the top. everything should start from the same place. But let me first scatter it, then later on we'll fix it. Let's start with the center, so I can explain with this. So let's go over here. I think how many elements that there are only 2. Oh no. Okay, in this case I will okay, let me firstly make use of this. I'm just going to arrange it properly afterwards. Let me look, I'll explain with this. So as you can see here, there are actually 2 elements here, but you see these 2 last elements at the bottom in the footer section here. One, this is a particular section, this is a particular are be set to be centralized. You can see it's aligned to be in the center of this, in the middle of this. So if I actually want it to be like from top to top, each and everyone to start at the same level, it's going to be set to be this aligned items over here. It's going to be set to starts. Okay, so this is where starts works, like to align into the top. Okay, so if I refresh this, expecting this to be aligned, it's this. So just like align items, so it's properly aligned to the top right now. Okay, so but not there's no way to make use of this, and I'm going to make this a little bit different. I'm going to be this way. So for now, I'm just going to set this to be flex direction, should be column. So I'm actually going to take this away. Do I need it? And this actually, do I need it? No. Well, then let's put this way. Center. Yeah, I need this centralized now. So there's also something called border. Okay, I think I've explained that already before. Let me know like there's some border. So I just need a border top of pixel solid and black. I'll make changes in it to make it visible. So I just need something to differentiate. Okay, that is the aspect of the main element, and here is just the footer section. So this is the ending parts. I'm not sure. Okay, easier to note. Okay, sure already. So here we're just going to change what's next. So for the footer, we get to change this footer to footer another list. So I think it's just going to be start another list. It's going to be everything over here. Yeah. Space between then the roots. It's going to be 100%. Okay. Speaking this to be splits, and this is actually the footer section. So I'm going to reduce some of the padding and increase some of padding also. So this is meant to be for the top, and this for the bottom. So I need to put this to 200 pixel. This means the 200 pixels is meant to be the side padding. So let's see it out. I don't think this has loaded successfully yet. Okay, it has. As you can see, it became a little bit smaller, and for this bottom, so I'm just going to make a better space for it. So I'm going to make this a gap of let's say 50 pixels. I don't think that will be so much. And then what else am I going to do? Let me just make a tweak over here and just make this right is our core element also, and let also my website deftphone.com. So deftphone, I'm going to put this over there. So it's just, I think that's going to work out fine. Okay, okay, a space in the bar. Space with the bar, so space. One space. Okay, so I'm actually going to reduce the padding bottom. I don't need it because it's making our work look a little bit off. So padding bottom. So I'm just going to set it, instead of it being 100 pixel, I'm going to set it to normally 40 or 30 pixel. So it actually get override. It works sequentially, and it's work from top to bottom sequentially. Okay, so here we actually have set the padding to be 100 before, then we actually override it over here. So it's not like we're setting the padding bottom at the top here and set the padding generally to this and expecting the padding bottom to work. It's not going to work that way. So it have to be below the generalized one. Okay, so yeah, that's the custom one. So I'm expecting this to not have enough space this way. So I think that reduce that already. Just check this out in the full screen. So basically, this is just a simple landing page. So some website have the landing page as short as this. So if you made it to this section, kudos to you. See you in the next tutorial.